of just keeping his mouth shut. Nobody cares, A, what his opinion is on this North Carolina law. And any athlete or sports person who goes near there, who works for a place like ESPN, who wants to have relationships with every sports administration, political administration, and athletic administration known to man, whether it's the NCAA, Obama, or the NFL, and you work for that organization, you cannot go on record. I don't care if you tweet it. I don't care how you handle it. Innocent, not innocent. Just keep your mouth shut and do the games. I mean, my God Almighty, can you have more of a penchant for sticking foot in mouth more than Schilling, who's gotten himself in trouble in the past, who cost himself that Sunday night gig, and they gave it to Jennifer Mendoza, who's not bad. She's okay. Jennifer Mendoza, so he lost that, and then they put him on the backup games, the ones during the week, and he says something asinine in the last couple of days, whether he was mistweeted or not. He edified it. He had something to say regarding the law in North Carolina. And if you're Curt Schilling and you're working for ESPN and you have a dubious track record to begin with of saying stupid things, and by the same token, I'm assuming you need the money after that Rhode Island deal fell apart, and you owe basically the state of Rhode Island, I don't know how much he owed. He did owe him a lot of money. Maybe they cleared it up out of court. I haven't followed his finances. I'm not that interested, to be honest with you. But, I mean, if you're Schilling, who I'm assuming needs a payday, I'm assuming. That game thing that he put together with the Rhode Island didn't work. So I'm assuming he could use the money, which is a sad state of affairs to begin with, considering how much money the kid made as a major league pitcher. You'd figure you keep your mouth shut. All right? We don't need to hear Curt Schilling's opinions on Hillary Clinton. I don't like her either, but we don't need to hear his opinions on her. He went on a Kansas City radio station this week and basically buried her, which is stupid. He went on EEI to try to explain himself with this whole Twitter rampage in North Carolina. What you think of the law, and I don't know enough about it, and I'm not going to even give you an opinion on it because, to me, I'm not going to go there. It's you'll get all the wackos out there on both sides, left and right. And I don't want to hear it. Let's do a sports show. My general statement is to Schilling, how dumb can you be? And what did you expect ESPN to do? ESPN right now, they are in a very politically correct area. They are going to protect their partnerships that they have with their professional sports leagues. They have a huge partnership with the NBA. They have a huge partnership with the NFL. They have a huge partnership with college football, and they're going to protect those partnerships, and they are not going to let any rogue broadcaster who doesn't mean that much to them in the big picture anyway, they are not going to let some rogue broadcaster go out there and say wacky things and get away with it, especially when he's already been suspended or reprimanded a time or two in his career, and he has Schilling. They are not going to let him say this. Whether it's a Twitter page, anything else, they're not going to let them say this. And that's why this Twitter stuff for these athletes, it does nothing but get you in trouble. These athletes who think off the cuff, who, think it's cool to write something and stick it out there the whole world can see, and then they quickly delete it, and they get embarrassed by it, and they try to, say, well, it was a mistake, and it was this, and it was that. They get themselves in incredible hot water. Schilling is in the same boat. The idea that Schilling, who can't keep his mouth shut, has a Twitter account is absolutely absurd. If you're Curt Schilling's wife, are you happy that he gets fired again? If you're Curt Schilling's wife, are you happy that your husband, now whether you agree with him or not, just keep your mouth shut. All right? Nobody cares what Curt Schilling thinks. Go call the games. Tell us how to throw a forkball. All right? Tell us how to get somebody out with, man on third, 2 out in the top of the 10th in the 2-2 game. Tell us how to approach a game if you're a pitcher. That's what you do well. You're a great pitcher in a big spot. Concentrate on what you do good in. Concentrate on what you know something about. When you give us your political views, and he's a diehard Republican. He would vote for anybody. He is a diehard. And Schilling is a guy that, should have known better to begin with. He cost himself one job, a big national stage job on Sunday Night Baseball, and now he's cost himself a career. And he's poisoned now. Nobody is ever going to hire him. He's poisoned. He's absolutely poisoned. He's poisoned. He's not good enough to get away with it. That's his issue. All right? He's Curt Schilling, who is doing baseball, on ESPN on Monday nights. after he blew the Sunday nights. Okay, that's an important property for ESPN, but he's not John Gruden, which is really important. He's not Mike Tirico, which is really important. He is not Van Gundy, who is really important. It's Kurt Schilling on, ESPN doesn't look at baseball. Now, they would beg to differ, but this is the way I feel about it. ESPN doesn't look at baseball with the same romance and blinking eyes that they do at the NBA and the NFL. The ESPN, they are beholden to the NFL, and they will do whatever the NFL tells them to do, and they are very, very in link and in arm's way, holding arms with the NBA, because the ESPN, their motive in sports is to be hip. They want to represent popular culture. That is what their main goal is. And, that's the way, which is nothing wrong with that. That's how they feel. That's the way they do business.